It was a dark and spooky night. It was 3rd and 10, and the Rangers had the ball, when all of a sudden, they had a false start penalty.
What in the world are you all scared about? Coach Hill's just gonna call a play action pass, drop the linebackers, hit the receiver on a shallow post, strike up the band. Rangers, the best!
Join Coach Hill and Brant Freeman each week on Inside Rangers Football. Log on to RangersNetwork.com to never miss an episode.
The Rangers defense had their backs to the goal line. It seemed like all hope was lost.
Coach will blitz them and knock them out of field goal range.
Warning, intruder detected. Establishing communication. Access granted. Accessing confidential data. Let's go. Your message has been transmitted successfully.
Good evening and welcome to Ranger Stadium, two of the hottest teams in 27-6A. Take the field tonight as the 5-2 Smithson Valley Rangers take on the 7-1 Judson Rockets at Ranger Stadium. Good evening and welcome to Spring Branch on the Rangers Network. Brant Freeman alongside me, Tony Brubaker. Late in the season, 2 games left in 2016 before the playoffs start. These two teams trying to keep the momentum going. The Rangers have won 4 in a row, the Rockets 3 straight. Tony, welcome to the broadcast. Again, a battle between not only 2 red-hot teams, but 2 traditional powerhouses. This game should be a lot of fun tonight.
And both teams, and more than anything, I think, finding a way to put themselves in a position for the playoffs. We know both of them are going to be in the playoffs. Judson's already secured it. Smithson Valley will. What does it do if you win? What does it do if you lose? Well, with a couple of weeks still to go, with a week still to go, you're just really trying to set your team up to be successful in the playoffs. And I think if you can move the ball, if you can stop them enough, and even win or lose, you'll be ready for the playoffs.
Well, Tony, looking at Smithson Valley's winning streak, they've been doing it in impressive fashion. The offense is averaging 45.5 points per game. Meanwhile, defensively, over the past 4 games, the Rangers only giving up 7.5 per ball game. So really all phases, to include special teams that we saw last week, they're excelling.
And what's really, really fun is because that return game, whether it's punt returns or kickoff returns, has been so remarkably successful that it is a dangerous weapon in a game, and they know that. And I think what's even more important is kickoff coverages have become even more remarkable, that they're not allowing anybody to be open.
All right, let's look at the opponent now. The Judson Rockets, as we said, they're 7-1. They have won 3 straight. Last time out, the Rockets won a dogfight against Clemens, 31-24 last week. You look at this football team, Tony, just as impressive as the Rangers. They're averaging over 46 points per game. They have hit 50 or more in 5 games this season. Offensively, they're tough to stop.
The question now is who's going to run the ball tonight, and how successful can they be running against a superior defensive front?
Yeah, and again, looking at this Judson offense, you look at a quarterback like Julon Williams, dual threat guy. The Rangers have seen him plenty of times. Saw him twice a season ago. Started in Judson's program as a freshman. This will be his 4th start against Smithson Valley, only a junior. How do the Rangers slow him down?
We said this off air a little bit. He's big and strong. He's a guy you got to really wrap up, because he would rather probably run you over than run around you. And I think because he's kind of a bruising kind of runner, it's different than a Frank Harris was, because I think he wants to miss you more than get tackled by you. And they're just going to have to slow him down, try to frustrate him, make sure they cut down the passing lanes that he likes to use, and just try to see if they can contain early. I think success will breed upon itself.
It's Smithson Valley, it's Judson. It's a 12th all-time meeting between the Rangers and the Rockets, and it's coming up next on the Rangers Network. We are back in just a moment.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's. Hey Rangers fans, have you joined the Rangers Network? If not, now's the time. It's easy and free to subscribe. Get your phones out. Text the word Rangers to 42828 to stay in touch with all the latest Rangers news. Want that again? Text the word Rangers to 42828. Go Rangers!
Welcome to Ranger Stadium. We are ready for some football for the final time at Ranger Stadium in the regular season. 5-2 Smithson Valley against 7-1 Judson on the Rangers Network. Brant Freeman with Tony Brubaker. The playoffs are inching closer. The Rangers trying to inch closer to a postseason berth. They are in the playoffs tonight with the win over the Rockets, or if New Braunfels beats Clemens in Schertz this evening. But Tony, Smithson Valley not interested in getting help. They want to make their own path, and that would mean winning a game here tonight against a very good Judson football team.
Momentum is so big this time of year, and we've talked about they're both on winning streaks. They've both had a lot of success in the month of October. This is a way to finish the month on a high and get ready for November playoff time.
Smithson Valley will kick the ball off to Judson to open this game. Two returners are back deep for the Rockets as Mason Reed puts the ball at the 40-yard line. These two teams tied for second in the 27-6A district, both 4-1 in district play. This game is underway. And then end-over kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Rockets start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line as we take a look at the Judson quarterback, Julon Williams.
Williams has been a remarkable athlete in all three of his years here, but Brant, what still surprises me the most is his numbers seem still pedestrian to me. 1,000 and some yards passing, 650 yards running, and in 7 games, that's less than 100 a game, and it just surprises me.
Williams last week at the win over Clemens had 133 yards rushing, but did throw 2 interceptions. He works out of the shotgun and first down from his own 25-yard line. An option play, and the pitch comes to the near side of the field. Across the 30 goes Sincere McCormick. Tracked down from behind by Deaton at around the 32. Good for 7 yards. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Good pursuit by the defense. One bad situation happening there is Zuber, the outside linebacker, was being held and got pushed clear out of bounds by a shoulder pad. No call made. The pursuit looked good, though.
McCormick had a season-high 20 carries last week in the win over the Buffaloes. The carry here up the middle on 2nd down and has a first down. Dragged down by Zuber at the 35. Good enough for 3 yards and a Judson first down.
Jacob Zuber, the junior linebacker, again, one of those guys, 2 guys last week who had 11 tackles in the win over Canyon. He has asserted himself to be a real playmaker on the defensive side.
More on McCormick in his game against Clemens. Scored the game-winning touchdown with 1:35 to play. He has scored 2 game winners this season. 1st and 10 for the 30-yard line. Pass over middle, caught by the streaking receiver, Kevin Lester. Inside the 30, tracked down from behind by Woodard. Inside the 15-yard line, marked down at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, Judson coming up.
Big play in the passing game, and Woodard that time just got beat to the inside, had no safety support, and then it was a race to the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 12. Snap to Williams on the keeper, running right inside the 10, inside the 5, and the Rockets strike quickly here at Ranger Stadium. Touchdown Julon Williams on a 12-yard run, and the Rockets have a 6-0 lead.
Really seemed almost too easy, Brant, with the big pass reception and then a run by the quarterback where no one was on contain on the outside left defense. Rockets get on the board first.
A 12-yard run by Williams. That was a 4-play drive for the Rockets. Low snap on the PAT. The kick is up, and it is good for Jesus Padilla. And the Rockets have a 7-0 lead 10:56 to go, first quarter. More coming your way in just a moment on the Rangers Network.
Now, Brandon, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's no big deal.
Bye, Dr. Bayless. That didn't hurt at all. Can I go pick from the treasure chest now?
Summerhill Dental is your Smithson Valley dentist. We're close by and we care.
What gives? Oh, check it out. He's buffering.
That's super annoying. He really ought to sign up for GVTC's internet service with SpeedSync. Up to 100 megabits download speed and up to 100 megabits upload speed too.
That's fast. Finally, he'll stop buffering at the worst times.
Call GVTC today for SpeedSync internet service and say bye-bye to buffering. GVTC, just plain smart.
When he's done loading, this is gonna be hilarious.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium on the Rangers Network. 10:56 left, first quarter. It's Judson 7, Smithson Valley nothing. A 4-play, 75-yard drive for the Rockets. 1 minute, 4 seconds off the clock. It was Julian Williams, a 12-yard touchdown run. The play before, a 58-yard hookup with Kevin Luster. Luster this season, only 18 catches, but he's averaging nearly 30 yards of reception. He had his 2 catches last week in the win over Clemens. Here is Padilla to kick off. Woodard awaits back deep for the Rangers. Short line drive in, dove ring kick. Takes kind of a weird hop with the 20. Picked up by Dylan there. Able to slip a tackle to 25 across the 30 and down to the 32-yard line. Smithson Valley's offense takes the field for the first time tonight, trailing 7-0. 1 minute and 9 seconds into the game.
Kind of interesting to see as both Dylan and Woodard kind of stacked, giving the kicker a defensive look, a different look to see which way he was going to kick away from Woodard. But Dylan did a great job of making something out of nothing.
So here is the senior quarterback Josh Adkins making career start number 33, 21-11 in his career. During the winning streak, a touchdown interception ratio of 11-1. On first down, calls his own number up the right side. Gang tackle to the 34 for a gain of 2. On the tackle there was Aaron Potik for Judson. Going to bring up 2nd and 8.
A good look as they go big on the first offensive set with a couple of tight ends, and the thought early maybe is they're going to try to be physical and see if they can run the ball on this defense.
One player to watch for tonight for Judson's defense is Brody Stepler, the inside linebacker. A team-high 75 stops on the season. 2nd and 8, Rangers at their own 34, trailing 7-0. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in the game. Out of the pistol, 3 wide for Adkins off of a play-action fake. Steps up and throws. Pass far side, caught by Dylan at midfield for the first down. On a gain of 16 yards, that moves the chains.
Great route run by Josh Dillon that time, the senior that's easily the best receiver so far this year. He and Martinez, the 2 tops, but a great route to make a superior cut on the out route.
They'll give him the 49-yard line for a gain of 15. Dillon, a team-high 34 catches coming into the night. 1st and 10, Rangers at their own 49. 2 receivers either way. Grotch to the tight end comes in motion right. On first down, here is the sophomore tailback, Nick Aiken, and he is punished at the line of scrimmage. Coming in for the Rockets, Darren Thomas from the nose tackle spot. Gain of a yard at the 50-yard line, 2nd down and 9.
They don't have a lot of weighty guys, heavy guys, but he's one of them. Thomas at 275 and a senior, obviously a run stopper.
Judson's rush defense gave up a season-high 205 yards last week in a very competitive game against Clemens. 2nd down and 10 for the 49. Out of the pistol, Adkins motion from Dillon, handoff to him, has a blocker and an alley. 45, sandwiched down at around the 43. Charging in was Harold Watson for the tackle. That's good, though, for about 7 yards to bring up 3rd down and 3.
A great tackle by Watson in the open field. Josh got some great blocking on the edge, And really, if the play hadn't taken so long to develop because he was coming from the far end, you think he could have gone a lot farther.
3rd down, 3 to go. Rangers at the Rockets 44. Trips right for Adkins. Rangers down 7-0. Aiken the lone setback. Senior quarterback barks for the snap. Pass far side of the screen. It's Dillon. And he's got the first down inside the 40. Crawls down to the 38. Gain of 6. First down.
You look at the way people cover trips on one side. That time they had 2 up and 1 back. A great time for a screen because you can block that much easier than when they're all 3 up.
We see a Dorsal Hunter, the tight end, check out. Checking into the game, Caleb Brood for the Rangers. Nearly 4 minutes gone by, 7-0. Judson. Atkins out of the pistol. Martinez flanked out tight to the left. Aiken the call, and he is buried at the 38. No gain. Charge again. Potik again a tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Leal was in there and made some contact as well. This is, again, a run defense. We've talked about it that continues to be very strong, and we'll have to watch as they continue to play.
Yeah, you look up front. DeMarvin Leal, 245 pounds, only a sophomore. Thomas, 275, and Darren Brown, 265. 2nd and 10 for the Judson 38. Atkins out of the shotgun. Snap is back. Play fake. Pass caught on the slant by Martinez. Taking Rockets with him inside the 25 and down to the 21. 17-yard pickup. Moves the chains again.
It's interesting. We've had, 3 first down plays that have gotten us nothing, and yet 2nd down has been so popular. So you might see some different calls instead of just runs on 1st down coming up.
Tony, I told you tonight we were going to have some fun. So far, 5 minutes into the game, I think we're having fun.
We are.
1st and 10 for the Rocket 21. Dillon flanks out left, and in the slot left for the Rangers is Aiken. Empty backfield here for the quarterback. Atkins. Snap is back. Quarterback keeper up the middle to the teeth of the defense. Nice run by Atkins down to the 16 for 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up.
A good way to pick his way through that time. Blocking wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. He found a seam to get 5 yards out of what I saw. That was a pretty good run.
And finally, Tony, a positive 1st down play for Smithson Valley.
No doubt.
Already near the halfway point of this opening quarter. 6:30 left. 7-0 Rockets. Dillon wide to the left. Martinez wide to the right. 2nd and 5 for the Judson 16. Aiken the lone setback. Give to him on a stretch to his left. Plowed under at the 15. Maybe a yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4. On the stop for the Rockets was Leal.
Blocking decent on that left side, except for senior Cole Baumgartner. Couldn't hold his block long enough for Aiken to get there, and that's what caused the problem with their right defensive end. Big 3rd down, though, right now. Play calling and execution.
What do you think, Tony? 2 downs to get 1 here. Is it 4-down territory?
I think so.
Rangers so far on the ground averaging just 2.3 yards per carry. Play clock down to 7 as Atkins sets a formation. It's down to 4. He's got to hurry. Down to 2. Takes a snap. 3rd down. Here comes the rush, and Atkins gets the ball out of his hands. Incomplete. Boy, Judson came charging in, and there's the flag. Atkins was not outside the tackle box. The ball did not reach the line of scrimmage, but the officials will pick up the flag because I think there was a receiver in the area.
I think that's what they're going to say, yes.
And that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, tough call. As rolling out, they had read the scenario of the formation or whatever. They had 3 different, not just one guy waiting for him, but 3 different defenders waiting for him.
So out to attempt what is a 32-yard field goal, make it 33, is Mason Reed. He's hit 2 field goals so far this season. Here is the snap, the set down, right-footed kicker puts the foot to the ball. The kick is up. It is good. And the Rangers are on the board off the foot of Mason Reed. 5:29 left, first quarter. Judson 7, Smithson Valley 3 on the Rangers Network. We're back in just a moment. Well, now this time of the show, we take a look at the plays of the week, Coach.
Well, let's go take a look. Our first play of the week is on sale at the concession stand. Let's go take a look at the frozen fruit cup. Our second play of the week is also healthy. Let's take a look at string cheese. Our last play of the week is also a healthy choice. That is choosing baked chips. Those are our plays of the week.
Coach, can I at least still just dip the nachos in yogurt?
Just don't let anybody see it.
Fine.
It was a dark and spooky night. It was 3rd and 10, and the Rangers had the ball, when all of a sudden, they had a false start penalty.
What in the world are you all scared about? Coach Hill's just gonna call a play action pass, drop the linebackers, hit the receiver on a shallow post, strike up the band. Rangers, the best!
Join Coach Hill and Brant Freeman each week on Inside Rangers Football. Log on to rangersnetwork.com to never miss an episode.
The Rangers defense had their backs to the goal line. It seemed like all hope was lost.
Coach will blitz them and knock them out of field goal range.
Welcome back to Smithson Valley. 5:29 left here in the first quarter, the final opening quarter of the season at Ranger Stadium. 7-3, the Judson lead. The Rangers scoring on their opening possession as well. Capping off that last drive with a 33-yard field goal by Mason Reed, his 3rd this season. And Reed back out there now to kick off deep to the Rockets. It was a 9-play drive, by the way. 5 minutes, 22 seconds, a 68-yard drive for the Ranger offense. Reed's kick is short, fielded at the 6-yard line, where Turner is buried at around the 12-yard line. Took a while, but the defender finally came in and made the stop. There for the Rangers, that was Tyler McCracken on the tackle. And Judson starts behind its own 15-yard line at the 14. They'll mark it first down.
Great special teams coverage. We talked about this in the pregame show. The Rangers have done a much better job covering kicks this year than we've seen in any year previously in recent history.
That was Kenyon Morgan on the return for the Rockets. Their first drive, remember, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was a touchdown run by Julon Williams, the quarterback, to end it. He operates out of the shotgun from his zone at 13-yard line. Takes a shotgun snap, handoff, running left. Michael Jackson making defenders miss across the 20. Zuber finally brings them down at the 31-yard line. Gain of 18, first down, Rockets.
And give a lot of credit to the receivers as they've been excellent blockers so far in the game. This Keith Jefferson gets a great seal block on the left side. That opened up the room for the running back.
Judson averaging 18.6 yards per play. 1st and 10 here. Williams calls his own number. That will not yield 18.6 yards. He stopped at around the 32 for a yard at the most. Woodard on the tackle, 2nd down and 9.
Kind of a habit for them. They go in left because I think they've run most plays to the left in recent.
Let's tell you, they saw something on film. 2nd and 9 for their own 32. Judson leading 7-3, 4:40 left first quarter. Williams play fake, pass middle, man open off the hands of Luster. Remember, Luster had a 58-yard reception in Judson's first drive of the game. There, got behind the defense again, and the Rangers catch a break and a poorly thrown ball.
This time it's Mason Pierce, and again, he runs right by the corner who doesn't react until he's past them. There's something going on out there. I don't know if our corners on this side are looking somewhere they shouldn't be looking, but that's the second receiver to get past them.
And now a big 3rd down. 3rd down and 9 at their own 32. Here's the blitz 5-man rush. Williams flushed out of the pocket, will run 35. At the 40, cuts outside, 45, and finally squirts it to bounds just short of midfield. Forced out by Rios. Picks up 18 yards. First down, Rockets.
Dangerous runner. Proves it that time by just making people miss him at the onset.
4:28 left first quarter. Judson leading 7-3. Their second possession on first down. Jackson is tripped up. Nice job by Deaton shooting through to make the tackle just inside the midfield logo. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
Let's talk about Jaden Deaton, who's become what is recognized as a very good and athletic running back or linebacker who's made the transition with a lot of success.
2nd and 9 from the Ranger 49. Option play. Williams keeps. A flag comes in. It's going to be offsides against the Rangers as Deaton crashes in along with Zuber to make the tackle, but that penalty's going to make it 2nd down and 4.
I think it was Fullen who probably jumped a little bit, and I think that'll cost him 5 yards.
Getting back to the last carry by Michael Jackson as we see the penalty call. Jackson in 2 games against the Rangers last year proved tough to stop. 197 yards and only 25 carries, scored twice. Remember, the Rockets not only won the regular season meeting here, they won the region final game as well in the postseason. 2nd and 4 at the Ranger 44. That handoff to McCormick going nowhere. Able to break a tackle, but not a second. Coming in, C.J. Keeler to make the tackle all the way back at the Judson 43-yard line. A loss of 13 yards brings up 3rd down and long.
That's a running back in McCormick that thought somehow, some way he was going to beat the first guy, then the second guy, and when there became 5 guys, he had no chance.
Boy, here, Tony, 3rd and long, 3rd and 16. The Rangers have to contain Williams. Empty backfield now. McCormick motions wide left. 4 wide for Williams. A low snap. Pass far side over the hands of McCormick. And again, Julon Williams struggles at times as a pure passer. Had a wide open McCormick there, and it brings up 4th down.
And while he does complete 60% of his passes, we've seen a couple tonight that just haven't been on target that weren't hard throws.
So out to punt the ball now is McCormick, the team's punter, with Trevon Merrick Woodard waiting back deep. And Tony, you and I could agree, not the best decision to punt to him.
I would hope that they would have learned from a lot of lessons this season not to give him an easy one to return.
Woodard, 3 punt return touchdowns this season. The rush is on and a poor punt. And Dover Wren takes a high hop in the air and will die at around the Ranger 41-yard line. There's a penalty marker back at the Judson 43. As it stands, that is a 15-yard punt.
It's a line of scrimmage, so is it offsides or illegal procedures? Procedure looks like the question.
It's against Judson.
I think you want the ball where it is because it was such a horrific punt.
Yep, declines. The Rangers will start not that shy of midfield at their own 41, trailing 7-3, about 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter.
Great field position. You didn't have bad field position last time. This one's great. You just got to see if you can move the ball again, and I think play calling's been remarkable. First down they've struggled, but every other down they've had a great deal of success.
Again tonight, the 12th all-time meeting between these two. The Rangers lead the series 7-4, but the Rockets have won 3 straight. Out of the pistol, Atkins with 3 receivers and first down. 4-man rush, Judson, deep pass over the middle for Martinez, just overshot him at the 25-yard line. Beat the coverage of Rashad Wisdom. Overthrown ball brings up 2nd and 10.
A lot of people will say that's Josh Atkins' misread. He had to throw the ball before Martinez really separated from the defensive back, and it took him longer to separate than I think Josh anticipated. That was the reason for the longer throw, because Martinez broke out, but a little too late.
The deep ball has been Martinez's specialty. Of his 18 catches, 7 of them have gone for touchdowns. 2nd and 10 at their own 41. Atkins out of the shotgun, high snap, pass far side, screen for Dillon, caught, 45, and twisted down at around the 48, far side of the field for 7. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Josh Dillon continues to remind me of the senior receivers this program has had through the years. He continues to make plays in situations where they need him. That time he just stepped through a good block by his fellow receiver and ended up getting 6-7 yards out of something that was nothing.
Rangers 1 for 2 and 3rd down of their first drive. 3rd and 3 here at their own 48. Dillon lines up wide to the left. Slot left, you see it, is Martinez. Grock to the tight end. Line up wide to the right. Snap to Atkins. Pressured pass is deflected and incomplete. Martinez, the intended receiver. Tight window there for Atkins. The pass broken up by Potik, and it brings up 4th down.
And again, we don't see what Josh sees. It looked to me like Grotchet on the far right side had better separation one-on-one on his side. Tried to put that ball in a small hole, and it just didn't get there.
So out to punt is Hilston for the first time tonight. Wisdom back deep to return for Judson. Here is the snap back to Hilston. High wobbly punt and traffic. Wisdom lets it go. Ranger roll inside the 10. They got to get there in a hurry before the ball crosses the goal line. It will not do that. It is picked up at around the 3-yard line. A gorgeous punt there by Hilston on a fortuitous roll. That will go down as a 49-yard punt for Hilston, tying his longest this season, and the Rockets start behind their own 5.
Great punt. Field position battle as they've exchanged punts now. Obviously, the Rangers have ended up on the better end of that.
And now it's up to the Rangers defense to make sure it stays in their favor. 7-3 Rockets, minute 54 left, first quarter. Both teams scored on their first possessions, and then in their subsequent drives, punted the football. Williams will take this next snap out of the end zone. With 3 receivers, 2 to the right. Takes a snap, looks left. Now to his right, pressured, Williams sacked, got the ball out, and it's picked off in the end zone for a touchdown. What a crazy play. Colt Fullen on the pick 6 on a poorly thrown ball decision made by Julon Williams.
You wonder as you watch that unfold how they don't whistle him down as a sack and a safety, because I'm thinking that's what's going to end up the result. But there's no whistle been blown. The Judson coaches aren't yelling about it, so maybe there wasn't really a chance for it to be. And Colt is just in the right place at the right time on a ball that should not have been thrown.
So here is Reed after the PAT, and one of the crazier plays we've seen this season. The kick is up, it is good, and the Rangers defense gives Smithson Valley a 10-7 lead.
I brought you here tonight to reveal our secret weapon defense. It's a real game changer. When our men are tired and hungry and don't want to go home and cook, but they're starving for great food at a great price, we're gonna call the delicious double wing.
You can't lose when your family calls the delicious double wing and you stop by Chicken Express for our legendary chicken tenders and Chicken East sweet tea.
This is awesome. Who came up with this plan?
Get your guns up. Do you know exactly what qualifies it to be a marsupial?
We have a whole new group of seniors this year, but some things always stay the same.
Get your phones out. Get your phones out. Text your mama hi and tell her you love her.
On the field, they're all business, but in here, it's all fun and games.
Coach Hill's gonna be pretty impressed. Nick, when does that noise come in handy?
Hello from the other side.
Ooh. Can you imitate Coach Shen for me? Are you NASCAR material? After I get done watching my Minecraft videos, draw me a picture of Coach Hill.
Watch Senior Moments with Emily every week on Inside Rangers Football.
Am I gonna have to do laps after that, Coach?
And for Julon Williams, that is his 6th interception of the season.
Yeah, and came in, 9 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Now he's 6th. Again, not elite numbers.
Reed's kickoff in Dover end, deep, fielded about 2 yards deep and taken out across the 5. Running right at the 10 and down to the 14-yard line. On the return there for the Rockets was Morgan, and again, not a good decision there on Judson's part. That decision on his part to take it out cost Judson 12 yards of field position.
We're late in the first quarter, and yet you see a couple of decisions by players you wouldn't expect for a program that has the kind of tradition this one has and a 7-1 football team.
Winners of 3 straight. So here is Williams trying to shake off the interception. First and 10 at his own 13. Snap is back, handoff up the middle. That's not going to get much for Judson. Michael Jackson to carry. No gain at the 13-yard line, brings up 2nd and 10.
My expectation, and I should have said this before that play, is they've got to get physical and run the ball. That's what their bread and butter is. I'll be surprised if they throw it very much here.
2nd and 10, snap to Williams, handoff again and again. Not much real estate to be had. Josh Hansen, the safety, came up along with Deaton to make the tackle. 3rd down and 9 for the Rockets at their own 14.
The good thing for the Rangers is that's been their bread and butter is run defense. They've been a very good up-front team on the defensive side of the ball.
Final minute, first quarter, Rangers in front, 10-7. 39 Judson, their own 14. Williams with the handoff to the right side. Jackson buried again at the 16, and again, Hansen comes in to make the play, and the Rockets go 3 and out.
And Jackson's a guy who's run for 550 yards. It's not like he's anything as a backup. 7.5 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns, and yet all of a sudden their offensive line isn't getting much of a surge.
Woodard out to return awaits at around the Rocket 42-yard line. Back to punt for Judson. There's Wisdom. Low snap. Gets the punt away. High wobbly punt. Woodard lets it bounce. And a Ranger bounce nearing the 30-yard line, killed at around the 32. 16-yard punt for the Rockets. And Tony, you talk about field position. Well, the Rangers are starting now 11 yards shy of the red zone.
And let me give Mr. Woodard some more credit. Not only is he a great punt returner, but he's had 2 chances to run up and at least fair catch bad punts. But I think he's reading the spin on the ball, and you can tell on a punt whether you think it's going to bounce forward, backwards, or those aren't good punts at all, not distance or just anything. They're wobbly. They're not spinning very much, so they're not going to get good bounces, and twice he's let it hit the ground, and they've got good bounces out of it.
Time for one more play in the opening quarter. Rangers in front 10-7 at the Judson 31, and this final first quarter plays a run for Aiken. Corkscrew down to the 28-yard line for 3, and that brings an end to the opening quarter. 12 minutes in, the Rangers defense coming up big for the Rangers, providing their only first quarter touchdown, and they head of the second, leading Judson 10-7. We're back in just a moment on the Rangers Network.
This November, vote for a man who knows how to be an American in America for Americans. Vote for Coach Hill for President of the United States. He's not afraid of anything.
And then the ninjas come out of the forest.
Ninjas?
Who wouldn't vote for a president who had ninjas in their video?
But I don't want to be the president.
But you're from Texas, Coach, and that makes you a shoo-in. I'll make sure to play that in the video.
But it doesn't matter, because I don't want...
I know! We should get John Wayne to be in your video.
John Wayne?
I can hear it now. The new president of the United States of America is...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just have to say that if I was president, I couldn't coach football anymore.
Well then, I'm officially resigning as your campaign manager and vice president.
Okay then.
Coach, how tall do you think you have to be to run for president?
This political ad was paid for by Wick Productions. Watching a video is just better than reading stuff.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium on the Rangers Network. Smithson Valley 10, Judson 7. Ready to start the second quarter of play, and the Rangers have great field position. Set up now with 2nd down and 7 to the Judson 28. Look at second quarters this season. Both teams, it's been their flagship quarter. The Rockets have outscored opponents in the second 132-30. The Rangers have outscored their opponents in this 12-minute span 90-10, so something probably has to give here tonight.
Or we'll see a lot of points.
Or that.
Woodard in the slot.
3 receivers left here for Atkins on the first, second quarter play. Aiken the low setback. And a keeper for Atkins to his right. Makes a man miss. 25. Inside the 20. Out of bounds. At the Rangers sideline at the 10. Sets up 1st and goal.
Josh Atkins. That was one of the best moves we've seen him make in a while, to make a defender waiting to throw him down. And that was a great deal. I think I mentioned Woodard was out left, I think just a decoy because they were faking a screen that way, and that's why Josh really one-on-one with that defender.
Atkins approaching 1,000 yards in his career on the ground, coming into the night, 921. First and goal for the 10. Aiken in motion. Atkins to carry. A great block from Rude. Atkins to the outside, out of bounds, forced out at the 5. Chris Mills, the tackle, brings up second and goal.
And the unfortunate was Jovan Holmes, who got blocked by Rude.
Man.
He was a pancake getting flipped up, and great read by Josh to pull it back and go. And they just need to punch this ball in right now and make sure that the momentum stays on their side.
Second and goal, the Judson 5. Rangers in front 10-7. Dillon comes in motion. Snap to Adkins. Stretch play. Aiken trying to cut it back outside and dropped it around the 3. Charles in the tackle for the Rockets, and it brings up third and goal.
I don't know if you saw it, but obviously I preface this by he's got better vision than we do down there on the field because he sees what's in front of him. But if he cuts that back into the inside, that's a touchdown because the defense was all flowing with him. He tried to get between two guys instead of going inside of both of them.
I predict in 2 years, Aiken makes the right read there. He's only a sophomore.
Correct.
Third and goal, a lot of movement up front. Darren Thomas, the nose tackle, pushed over Caden Dix, the Rangers center. And there should be a penalty against Judson. Penalties have been an issue at times this season for the Rockets. It is called against Judson. They're averaging over 6 penalties a game for over 40 yards a game. And now third and goal inside the 2.
And Woodard comes in for Dillon, it looked like.
He's in the slot to the right here. Third and goal. Out of the pistol, Adkins. Woodard in motion. Fake to him. Adkins dives in. Touchdown, Smithson Valley.
Second time tonight, Woodard's been on the offensive set as a major decoy. That one, the jet sweep to him going left. Atkins' right side had already all started going left. And a great call by Larry Hill.
28th career rushing touchdown for Adkins. Now it's tied for the all-time quarterback record at Smithson Valley.
Still 11 minutes to go in the second quarter, but it feels good for the Rangers.
Off of the PAT read. Here's a snap. The set down by Beam, and the kick is up. It is good. 10:58 left, second quarter. Smithson Valley on a 17-0 scoring run. It's the Rangers 17, the Rockets 7 on the Rangers Network.
It's time for football, and Red McCombs Ford is powering the Rangers to another successful season. So go Rangers and good luck from Red McCombs Ford, the truck capital of Texas, and SAFord.com.
You should know I believe in you. Every race you run, you're my number one. Kick it up now and bring it on. This will be your day. 'Cause baby, you were born to win. Never give up, never give in. You were born to win. Your destiny is victory. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, you were born to win.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium on the Rangers Network. Final home game of the regular season for Smithson Valley. A great crowd tonight watching a great start for the Rangers. 10:58 left, first half. Smithson Valley 17, Judson 7. A 5-play, 31-yard drive set up by a short punt by the Rockets. Minute and 7 seconds on the possession. And it was a Josh Atkins 2-yard touchdown run. Here's the kickoff, gets behind the returner. Boy, and that ball just hit the goal line. As the returner Morgan took a look at it, remember he had a poor decision the last time he returned a kick. That time stays off the ball, and the Rockets start at their own 25-yard line.
And only because we know the goal line itself is in the end zone is that one not a Ranger touchdown, because he gave up on it way too early, but was by 9 inches very secure in his decision.
So here comes Julon Williams. Last two possessions has not looked sharp. 3 and out for the Rockets last time out. And the possession before that hit as he threw the ball in the end zone for a pick 6. 2 men in the backfield with Williams on first down from his own 25. Play fake, going to keep it himself. And he is taken down by a couple of Rangers at around the 26, maybe a yard. Deaton again is there, along with C.J. Keeler, and it brings up 2nd and 9.
They're sending out 3 receivers, and everybody else is trying to protect and run block. The Rangers, therefore, have 8 defenders on 7 potential blockers.
Look at the soft coverage here from the Rangers secondaries. Williams is back to throw, pass to the far side, caught. Just short of the 30 at the 29 is Melvin Thompson, the senior wideout. That's good for about 3, going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Very conservative play call, but a good execution by the quarterback and the receiver.
3rd down, 6 to go for the Rockets at their own 29, trailing 17-7. 10:28 left in the half. High snap to Williams, and he pays for it. Slung down for the sack. Alex Flores makes a play, and the Rockets again go 3 and out.
Flores, who has just come on of late, too, as a backup end, now with his 3rd sack, and each of the 3 has happened in the second half of the season. This defense is playing at a level that I haven't seen in a number of years.
Again, this winning streak dating back 4 games ago has piled up 16 sacks over that span, 33 tackles for loss. They were living in the backfield last Friday against Canyon, doing the same tonight. Whistles before the snap of the punt. They're going to practice it, I guess, anyway. Timeout called for by Judson.
Hey, special teams, we think about a lot of different things when we think about special teams, and so far it's been kick returns, punt returns. But tonight's special teams all in favor of the Rangers because the Rockets haven't been able to punt successfully. Short fields a couple of times, kickoffs not great. Yep. I mean, the special teams in a different way successful tonight.
Yeah, the protection for Judson on the punts has not been very good. I mean, you look at the Rockets and, boy, they have some great athletes, but at times just the fundamentals of the game seem to be lacking.
Well, they're leaving guys unblocked on the rush because they have 3 protection guys at the second level, but they're not moving to get to the guys rushing.
So here's McCormick out to punt, trying to give the defense of Judson some breathing room. Woodard back to return, awaits around the midfield logo. The last punt traveled all of 15 yards for Judson. Here's the snap to McCormick. The rush is on. Here's a punt, end over end. Woodard will let it go. A sharp hop, and it takes a Judson roll down to the 35-yard line. 45-yard punt, no return. 9:32 left in the half. The Rangers holding a 17-7 lead.
You know, I gave him a lot of credit on those first 2. That's one Trayvon should have come up and caught. I thought he could have got there easily. Even if he fair catches it, you know, you save yourself almost 15 yards.
All right, Tony, the last Ranger possession, a heavy dose of Josh Atkins on the ground. Do we see more of the same here?
I would think they wouldn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
He works out of the shotgun on first down for the 35. 3 wide for the senior quarterback. He wants to throw. 3-man rush, Judson, deep ball, far side. Man open, caught, Woodard inside the 25. Out of bounds at the 21-yard line, first down.
This time he's not a decoy. This time he just ran a fly pattern, and Josh put it out there a little bit short, but he had plenty of room to make the catch.
They'll give him 2 more to the 19 there for the Rangers. Gain of 46 yards to Trevon Merrick-Woodard, just a 6 catch this season. But he's averaging about 40 yards of reception. Atkins out of the pistol. Motion coming from Rude. From the Judson 19. Aiken putting his head down, and 3 Rockets are there. With the stop at the 18, we'll give him a yard to bring up 2nd and 9. A very proud Judson program. How about this? With their win over rival Wagner 2 weeks ago, they secured a winning season for the 40th consecutive year. That is a state record. They surpassed the old record of Plano's 3 years ago. They haven't had a losing season since 1976. On 2nd and 9, handoff, into route. Dillon to his left, a block from Atkins to the 15, cutting it back inside the 10. And down to the 8-yard line, brings up 1st and goal.
The most remarkable thing of success is how long it took. The handoff seemed like it took forever. The running back coming this way, and then all of a sudden here's Josh. He beats one guy by himself and then gets great blocking downfield and an excellent play call just to do something different.
We have not seen a lot of the same looks from the Rangers offensively. The playbook's been opened up tonight.
And real honestly, I think it's been opened up for a couple of weeks in a row that they're doing things that aren't expected for sure.
You can sense the playoffs are coming. 1st and goal from the Judson 8. Snap to Atkins, play fake and a bootleg to his right. Throws the ball into the end zone at the feet of Martinez. There was the defender right there, wisdom in coverage. And it brings up 2nd and 10, 2nd and goal.
Root is the intended recipient of that, and he just never saw him open enough. I think probably when he wanted to throw it's when he had the most pressure, and that's when Root was open. I think that time he really just threw it away.
8 minutes to go, first half. Smithson Valley on a 17-0 scoring run in front, 17-7. Set up now, 2nd and goal, the Rockets' 8-yard line. Martinez flanked out left, Dillon wide to the right. Out of the gun, Atkins up the middle himself, cutting left, and finally brought down at the 3, just outside the hash. Going to bring up 3rd and goal.
So a similar situation you were before. You got an offsides against them that gave you a 1.5 yards. We talked about would Josh run the ball much this series. He's gotten some big runs in critical situations. Now on 3rd down, what do they come up with?
We did see in the last 3rd and goal play, we saw Trevon Merrick-Woodard come into the game to serve as a decoy. Don't see him out here. 3 wide for Atkins, 2 to the right, 1 to the short side left. Snap to Atkins, the throw in the end zone. That pass is caught. Back left corner, touchdown, Josh Dillon. Check it, Edwin Martinez, and the Rangers are in front 23-7.
Martinez did a great job of getting the cornerback off of him because he got tangled up right at the stop of that route. Josh throws the ball up, and he's still arm wrestling with the corner and gets separation enough to make a great catch.
8th touchdown catch of the season for a receiver who had 2 catches all of last season. Read off of the PAT. He's set down by Beam. The kick, no good. Pushed it wide left. 7:16 left, first half. Rangers rolling. Smithson Valley 23, Judson 7 on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Whataburger, Peppa Thomas with Remax, Max's Roadhouse, Ashley Small Engine Sales and Service, Texas Roadhouse, and Sunbelt Rentals.
It's time for football, and Red McCombs Ford is powering the Rangers to another successful season. So go Rangers and good luck from Red McCombs Ford, the truck capital of Texas, and saford.com.
I'm Dr. Matt Bayless, your Smithson Valley dentist. We are proud to be located right here in the Spring Branch Bulverde community. On Highway 46, between Ranger Stadium and Highway 281, you'll find Summer Hill Dental. Dental care with advanced technology, we specialize in family, cosmetic, and implant dentistry. Come see us at Summer Hill Dental, your Smithson Valley dentist.
Back on the Rangers Network, Smithson Valley leading 23-7. 7:16 left in the half. After the touchdown pass, Atkins to Martinez. The kickoff fielded by Morgan and a knee taken 5 yards deep in the end zone. Last drive, 6 plays, 65 yards, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. And it was a 3-yard touchdown pass, Atkins to Martinez. So far, the Rangers, 156 yards of offense. 130 of those, the responsibility of the senior quarterback, Josh Atkins. He has a rushing score tonight and a touchdown pass. The other Ranger touchdown scored on a pick six by Colt Fullen. First down snap to Williams, handoff up the right side. Boy, and the ball carrier slung down by Gibbons, the Ranger linebacker. McCormick on the carry for 2 yards to the 27-yard line, second down and 8.
Shows you how strong that running back is, though, McCormick, because he got hit at the line and forced the defensive player back.
McCormick, only a sophomore, he has a look of a player who's going to be playing on Saturdays one day. Second and 8, Williams to throw, and he is sacked again. Brandon Arnold shed his block to make the play. The sack back at the 20. Second time Williams sacked tonight, and it brings up third down and 15.
For Arnold, his 4th sack of the season, but Brett, that was just a battle of determination. He was blocked for quite a while. When he got to the outside, boy, he put pursuit on Williams.
Rockets 1 of 4 on third down tonight. 4 wide for Williams at his own 20, needing 15 for a first down. Here's a 4-man rush. Williams pressured. Williams hit. Williams sacked again. Arnold again at the 12, but it brings up fourth down.
And I'm not sure who had him first, because there's a on that sack, because somebody else really forced him into Arnold's arms. But the defensive unit, again, continues to play at a high level, Brant.
I spoke moments ago about McCormick going to play on Saturdays one day. I'll tell you, somebody whose stock is going up in terms of playing at the next level is Brandon Arnold. McCormick back to punt, Woodard away to the zone at the Judson 40. Here's the rush, a low kick, and that ball will skirt across the 40 near midfield, inside of the 50-yard line, and all the way down to the 47. So at first glance, not a very good punt, but the roll made it look a lot better.
McCormick's kind of given up on trying to punt the ball. Right now he's just trying to get it out and get some bounce and roll out of it, because he hasn't had any success with good foot contact.
That said, a 37-yard punt, 1st and 10 Rangers at their own 48, leading 23-7. 5:26 left in the first half. Remember, Judson scored in 4 plays to open the game. Since then, all Smithson Valley. Atkins out of the pistol. Play fake. Bootlegs right. Man downfield. Dillon turns. The pass is batted down. It looked like Dillon turned into a defender there to knock it away from Harold Watson, the cornerback, and it brings up 2nd and 10.
And the Rangers have to be thankful Josh did that, because that ball was not very well thrown. The second time, I think, on the bootleg to the offside, which is supposed to give him more room, Josh was really pressured and didn't get enough on it, really. And I don't know why, because I think he had his arm free on the throw, but just didn't throw it far enough.
2nd and 10. Rangers the ball at their own 48, leading by 16. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Atkins out of the shotgun. 4-man rush Judson. Atkins calls his own number and is dropped at around the 49, maybe a yard. That's going to set up third down and 9 to go for the Rangers.
Did you see any reason why they would try that? Was a hurry-up play, and I'm not real sure why. The scenario came as they looked to the sideline, then they all hurried up, got set, and snapped it quickly. Something they haven't done tonight.
Maybe they thought Judson wasn't set, but it sure looked like it. Third down, 9 to go. At their own 49. Trips left for Atkins, one receiver right. Judson dropping 8 in coverage. Pass to the near side, low but caught. Garage to the tight end. Depending on the spot, he might have it, and I believe he does. So the Judson 41, first down, Smithson Valley.
Looks like he did get a good spot. A great catch by Grotchet, who went down and covered it well.
One of those comeback routes there for Grotchet. This Ranger offense has not missed a beat. They've scored in every possession but one tonight.
A lot of Rocket defenders with their hands on their hips. They must be getting winded.
Well, the last 2 Judson possessions, 3 and outs, and before that, a quick turnover. First down handoff, Aiken to his right, inside the 40, and forced down to the 39 for 2. On the tackle was Chris Mills. It's second down and 8 to go.
Just a 2-yard run, but that's a 2-yard or maybe more loss if Brock Scherber doesn't peel back and get a nice block on the rushing linebacker. Great job by the offensive line. They're finding their way to create enough alleys for the Rangers to run, and then pass protection for throws.
Both teams coming in red hot. Rangers have won 4 straight, the Rockets 3, but it's been Smithson Valley the role of aggressor so far tonight. At the Judson 39, 2nd and 8. Empty backfield for Atkins. Pass near side, caught by Dillon. And Dillon able to get out of the tackle, but finally ruled down as there's some pushing and shoving at the back end of that play. Dillon marked down to the 37 for 2 more. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Kind of watching, they have done more and more against Darren Thomas of double and triple teaming him on all pass plays. Josh got rid of that one quickly, but they really peeled off 2 different linemen to pin him and not allow him to get to Atkins.
3rd down, 6 to go. The Judson 37. Play clock under 10 now for Atkins. It's down to 3. He's got to hurry. The 2 takes a snap. 3-man rush Judson. Atkins rolls right, steps up. Atkins to his left, 30. To the 25-yard line. Flag is in for a face mask after the Rangers get the 1st down.
Well, the defender went after his helmet, I'll tell you that, and that was a personal foul of some nature because he really tried to wrap up his helmet.
Impressive run there from Atkins, given the fact Judson's dropping 8 in coverage and they had a spy on him, but still found a way to get the 1st down. And there it is, face mask against Judson.
It should be half the distance, correct?
Based on where the ball is now, it should be, yes. So the ball will be marked down to the 13-yard line. See the Rangers use some running plays here to also wind some clock down and make sure Judson does not get the ball with much time left in the half. Also keep in mind, Smithson Valley will get the football to open the 3rd quarter. Atkins out of the pistol from the Judson 13 on 1st down. Stretch play. Aiken trying to get wide. Able to take a defender or 2 with him. Back to the line of scrimmage at the 13 for no gain. Stepler with the tackle brings up 2nd and 10.
Tough going for Aiken as a runner because there hasn't been a lot of room for him. But yet it takes up a defensive situation, and I think the plays will continue to be called that way because it's in a lot of ways lulling their defense into certain things.
And the Rangers are, in fact, using some clock here. Now under 2:30 to go in the half, nursing a 23-7 lead and looking for more. Martinez wide to the left. Slot left is Rude. Dillon wide to the right. Quarterback keeper Atkins to his right. Breaks out of a tackle. Flag is in. Going to be a hold against the Rangers as Atkins is stopped at the 11-yard line.
Tough situation. Is you think that was a called run by him, or he just pulled it down too quick?
I think it was a called play for Atkins. Again, some of the design there, get the positive yardage, but also keep the ball in play when the clock is running. It will tick under 2 minutes before the next snap. But now, it's 2nd down and about 20 to go.
Don't have many of those plays in your playbook.
From the Judson 22, 3 wide for Atkins. Against this Judson 3-4 defense, here's the blitz. Atkins has protection, now it breaks down, steps up, Atkins to his left, gets out of a sack, spins out of a tackle and down to the 20-yard line. 2 of the harder-earned yards of the season for Atkins, and it brings up 3rd down at about 17.
I was just going to say, he ran about 40 yards to gain 2. Tough situation there. He left himself vulnerable a couple of times. Surprised he didn't get hit harder. But Josh is doing a great job of avoiding defenders when he's running with the ball.
I'm a bit surprised Judson isn't using one of his 2 timeouts right now.
Maybe a scenario where they just want to get to the locker room
Perhaps.
as quickly as they can.
Let's not forget, Judson did erase a 15-point 4th quarter deficit to beat Lake Travis in the opener. And last week, we're down to the half 17-10 against Clemens as the Rangers call for timeout, their first.
Coach Hill that time, I think, just simply wanted to think about this play a little bit longer because he designed to call a timeout as he got with the official right away. Big call, 3rd and, what do you think, 17 now?
Yeah.
And I think more than anything, you want to get points. You know you can kick a field goal of 35 and under, which means you need to get another 5 yards probably. But you'd sure love to see them in the end zone again.
Well, the Rangers will close out the regular season next Friday on the road, not far from here at Unicorn Stadium against the New Braunfels Unicorns, who could be playing for a playoff spot. Next week, New Braunfels playing tonight against Clemens. Both teams coming in tied for fourth in the 27-6A district at 3-2. The Rangers, again, they punched their playoff ticket with a win tonight or a New Braunfels win over Clemens. Judson and Steele already in the playoffs out of the 27-6A district. Third down, 17 at the Judson 20 out of the Rangers timeout. Martinez with a touchdown catch in the slot to the right. Wide to the right, Dillon. Whistles before the snap. Timeout, Smithson Valley.
So he calls a play with 2 wideouts either side, opens it up and sees how they react. Was it a minute ago, was that purposed to call a second timeout to see how they reacted and now throw a different one at him? I don't know. Maybe saving something for the second half if you need it.
Well, that, and there's a minute 1 left. Not really a lot of opportunities to use those timeouts. You can't carry them over to the second half, so why not use them to talk about strategy here? The Rangers have made a habit of closing out halves strong this season. You look at this second quarter right now, the Rangers have outscored the Rockets in this second quarter 6-0. They have allowed just 1 second quarter touchdown all season. That was way back in their first game of the year at Austin Anderson.
That was a fun night, wasn't it?
A 60-20 Ranger trouncing of the Trojans.
It wasn't that close, and it was a very long game.
It was a long game. A lot of Trevon Merrick-Woodard in that game, too. So, out of back-to-back timeouts now, different formation. Trips right for Atkins, 1 receiver left, needing 17 for a first down. Rockets rushing 3. Pass middle, caught by Martinez. Between the seams, stood up at around the 8-yard line. Short of the first down after a gain of 12, but makes a field goal a lot easier to make.
I don't know if you noticed, but they were going to zone that in the secondary, and all 3 linebackers ran into coverage to the right side, their defensive left side, because they thought that's where the ball was going to go, and yet Martinez is wide open.
Yep.
With 6 guys defending 3.
So Coach Hill will let the clock wind down to about 14 seconds and call for his final timeout. You know, you could go for the jugular here, Tony, and take a shot at the end zone. But if I'm Coach Hill, you take the points here because it gives you, more importantly, a 3-possession lead.
I don't think there's any doubt at this point he's going to go after the points and try to make sure, like you said, it's a 3-possession game at halftime.
14 seconds left, and here comes the field goal unit for the Rangers. Reed hit earlier tonight from 33 yards out. Did miss, though, a PAT the last time the Rangers scored a touchdown. This will be about a 25-yard attempt. The snapper is Gibbons. The holder is Beam. 25-yard attempt for Reed for a 19-point lead. The kick is up, and the kick no good. Wide left again for Reed, and the score remains Smithson Valley 23 and Judson 7.
Tough. It looks like he took something off of it that time. Didn't kick it with the kind of force he'd been kicking. And yet for the second time in a row, he pulls it to the left, and really surprising, the last one being an extra point, but surprising that he would do that twice in a row. again, maybe trying to aim it instead of kicking it.
And if you're Judson, the final 20-plus minutes of this half went horribly, but you go into the locker rooms now feeling a little bit better with something going your way. So Williams will take the snap, and looks like the kneel-down formation to end the first half. He does just that, and we will do just that. We go into the locker rooms. Your score after 24 minutes of play. Smithson Valley 23, Judson 7. The Rangers 24 minutes away from clinching a playoff spot. Halftime coverage coming up in just a moment. We are back on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
Carpooling with Coach. You're up early to coach those Rangers, and we're up early to make great smiles. What a great idea.
I agree. You guys do the driving. Gives me a little time to watch some game film.
You mind if we play a little bit of music this morning? Hey, Coach, that was so much fun. What time should we be here to pick you up?
About the time the Rangers wore red.
Hey, what are you watching?
TV everywhere, ma'am.
What, like a YouTube video?
No, actual TV. My cable service is GVTC. I can watch my favorite shows live right on my phone.
So what do you think about that, super behind the times technology guy?
Ha! Next, they'll come up with VHS recorders without VHS tapes.
GVTC already has it. It's called Whole Home DVR.
Radio without a radio?
GVTC cable already has dozens of music channels.
Movies? Without a theater?
Premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, the Movie Channel, and Showtime from GVTC.
I gotta get GVTC.
Then you won't be super behind the times technology guy anymore.
Call GVTC today and get hundreds of great entertainment channels, whole home DVR, and access to GVTC TV everywhere. GVTC, just plain smart.
It was a dark and spooky night. It was 3rd and 10, and the Rangers had the ball, when all of a sudden, they had a false start penalty.
What in the world are you all scared about? Coach Hill's just gonna call a play action pass, drop the linebackers, hit the receiver on a shallow post, strike up the band. Rangers, the best!
Join Coach Hill and Brant Freeman each week on Inside Rangers Football. Log on to rangersnetwork.com to never miss an episode.
The Rangers defense had their backs to the goal line. It seemed like all hope was lost.
Coach will blitz them and knock them out of field goal range.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium. Again, your score at the half. It is Smithson Valley 23, Judson 7 here on the Rangers Network. We now turn things over to the performance of the Ranger Marching Band.
2016-17 Silversburg Postal Board Officers are President Maddie Klein, Vice President Allison Hayes, Chaplain Lauren West, and Postal Officer Maddie Bolden, Postal Officer Caitlin Stone. 2016-17 Valley Girls Postal Board Officers are Caitlin Lauren and Taylor Bell. Tonight, the Ranger Band will be performing their 2016 UIL show entitled Extreme Deception. The band won the first division race at the UIL Region 12 Marching Contest last Saturday at New York Stadium. They will be competing at the UIL Area D Marching Contest tomorrow in Round Rock. 5. The voices of the Ranger Band are famous Ranger Band section of the week is their group up next. I hope you enjoy tonight's program. We'd like to hear Judson good luck at the UIL area Marching Hall. The voice of the Ranger Band is Ronald Gordon.
Oh, by the way, Mom, I volunteered us to host the Band Booster fundraiser meeting. When? Tonight, and we'll need to have something to eat, too.
No! Sure, honey. How many are coming?
I don't know, like 5?
Thank you for calling Smoky Mo's. This is Katie. Yes, ma'am, we can feed 3 to 8 with our family pack.
Actually, it's more like 20 are coming.
Yes, ma'am, we can feed 20 with our group pack.
Actually, make that 50. The Silver Spurs dance team is coming too.
Absolutely, we can feed 50 with our group pack.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than this. Ain't that the truth? I'm glad we got a chance to do this with you being so busy with football. Yeah, and you don't have any free time working on all those people's smiles.
What do y'all think y'all are doing? You got kids to coach and we have smiles to make.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium on the Rangers Network. Ready for the start of the second half. Smithson Valley on top of Judson, 23-7. If you're just tuning in, the Rangers fell behind early 7-0. Judson scored 4 plays into the game. But since then, all Smithson Valley, the Rangers took their first lead of the game off a pick 6, a ball thrown in the end zone by Julian Williams. And a bad decision, Hensey threw the ball, easily intercepted by Colt Fullen for a touchdown. Josh Atkins added a touchdown run and a pass for the Rangers in the second quarter, giving Smithson Valley a 23-7 lead, and the Rangers get the football to open the third quarter. Here's Padilla's kickoff. It's a line drive. Woodard from the 12 to return across the 20. 25, 30, 35. Spinning out of tackles and finally brought down at around the 43-yard line. We wonder each and every week, why do teams elect to kick to Trevon Merrick Woodard? If you're Judson there, he only returned at 31 yards, so not bad, but the fact of the matter is Smithson Valley still has the football near midfield here.
He averages 46 yards a return, so they actually held him
under his average.
Well under his average, but yeah, field position is what this game's been all about in my opinion.
Here's Atkins, not a 14 passing in the first half. From a zone 43 and first down. Hands off to McNair, and he is met at the backfield. Forced back by the Judson defense. Back at the 40 for a loss of 3 to bring up second down and 13.
Again, first downs have almost all been runs. That haven't had success.
Smithson Valley did have 77 yards rushing in the first half. As Atkins sets up the offense with now second and 13 from the 40. Trips left for the senior quarterback with the receiver to his right. Judson rushing 4. Pass caught by Dillon to his left. Unable to slip a tackle and is finally dropped at around the 45. That's good for about 5 yards. Going to bring up third down and 8 to go.
Good job on a pickup of the blitz. I think it was Rude who picked up the blitzer from the right side. Gave Josh the extra moment to get it out to Josh Dillon.
Rangers on third down in the first half, 5 for 8. Needing, they're going to say, 7 yards to convert here at the 47-yard line. Woodard checks at a receiver, flanks out left of Atkins. Martinez wide to the right. 3rd and 7. Play fake for Atkins. Pass deep. Woodard turns. Catch made. Inside the 20. Stays in bounds. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Smithson Valley. But they're going to call it back They're going to say he stepped out at the 21-yard line. So negate the touchdown, but it is a first down for the Rangers.
My only comment was going to be how on earth did he stay in bounds, because it was a great back shoulder throw by Josh, who really threw more of a line throw than throw it over the top. It looked like Woodard had beat the defender, but a great back shoulder throw, and then he had to spin and keep balance, which he did, but he was right on the sideline when he started all that.
Second catch of the night for Woodard. First and 10 for the Judson 21. 3 wide for Atkins. Pass middle, caught by Martinez. Inside the 10, streaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Smithson Valley. Take it off the board and put it right back.
Martinez did a great job of reading the route that gave him an unbelievable screen from the umpire and got him into the end zone. A little curl route on the inside as he was cutting across the middle, and Josh threw a perfect pass. And the Rangers open up as fast as the Rockets did in the first half. This is the way they open up in the second half.
In fact, I think this was a 5-play drive for the Rangers, going 57 yards. PAT for Mason Reed is good, giving the Rangers a 30-7 lead in Edwin Martinez's second touchdown catch of the night. 10:13 to go, third quarter. Rangers in front by 23 on the Rangers Network.
Hey, what are you watching?
TV everywhere, man.
What, like a YouTube video?
No, actual TV. My cable service is GVTC. I can watch my favorite shows live right on my phone.
So what do you think about that, super behind the times technology guy?
Ha! Next, they'll come up with VHS recorders without VHS tapes.
GVTC already has it. It's called Whole Home DVR.
Radio without a radio?
GVTC cable already has dozens of music channels.
Movies without a theater?
Premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, the Movie Channel, and Showtime from GVTC.
I gotta get GVTC.
Then you won't be super behind the times technology guy anymore.
Call GVTC today and get hundreds of great entertainment channels, whole home DVR, and access to GVTC TV everywhere. GVTC, just plain smart.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium. Nice crowd here tonight. Late October, season winding down, playoffs on the horizon. Smithson Valley on top 30-7. And remember, as we have 10:13 to go in the third quarter, with a win tonight, the Rangers officially secure their spot in the playoffs. Two teams already into the 27-6A district. Judson is one of them. Rangers on the way to making it 3 with 1 week left to play. 4-play drive to open the third quarter for the Rangers. 57 yards, 1 minute 47 seconds. Drive ending with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Atkins to Martinez, a phrase we've used quite a bit this season. Kickoff fielded in the end zone, and a knee is taken by the Rockets. They'll start at their own 25-yard line.
After Morgan brought that one out to about the 12, I think he was told by his coaches not to bring it out again. Remember the one he just let fall at the goal line? And then 2 others he's downed. I think he's been told not to do that again.
I think unless you're Trevon Merrick-Woodard, you don't have that liberty, that leash. So here's Julon Williams. The Rockets are facing now the largest deficit of the season, down 23 points. Snap back to Williams, pass near side, juggled and incomplete. That was a forward pass, looking for Thompson in the flat. That's going to set up second down and 10.
And I'm not sure I've watched Julon Williams throw the ball a whole lot. That was a shot put of a throw. He did not extend his arm very well at all. That short-armed it. It was high. It wasn't a good pass. And all of a sudden, his passing has become more difficult.
And now you're with the deficit. You're making Judson become one-dimensional, not to destroying the running game. On second and 10, Williams wrapped up, throws, pass incomplete. Pressure was on, and again there was C.J. Keeler, and that sets up third and 10.
And Morgan is the receiver on that play, and I think he's real glad that ball was short because there were 3 Rangers right there to bring him down.
Judson, a one-loss team this season, only defeat coming 30-9 against Steele. 3rd and 10 for their own 25. 4-man rush, a screen caught by Jackson. Gibbons wraps him up and slams him down at the 30, holding him to a 5-yard gain. And the Rockets' first second half possession ends in a 3-and-out.
Rockets starting to spread the field, if you will, trying to spread things out a little bit, and the Rangers have done nothing to show that they can't handle it.
So back to return the punt is Woodard. He awaits McCormick's kick at his own 45. Here's the snap to the sophomore. Here's the rush. Gets the kick away. Woodard will watch it bounce out around the 40, out of bounds. The Judson sideline, touchdown at the Ranger 41. It's a 29-yard punt. No return. 9:14 left, third quarter. Smithson Valley leading 30-7.
You know, we talked about the total offense at halftime. Rangers in the 190 range, the Rockets at 109. Part of the Rangers' dominance has been with short fields, and that's why those numbers aren't high. And yet another short field here in the early part of the third quarter.
Very good point. I don't think any scoring drive for the Rangers has been beyond 70 yards. First down, handoff to Dillon, trying to find an alley to the far side. There's a flag down at around the 38. This might be coming back. Dillon is dropped at the 43. At the time being a 2-yard pickup. We'll check the marker.
Expecting a hold from just the scenario that happened with a lot of blocking out on the edge.
Rangers got called for a key hold late in the first half. This is a hold against the Rangers here. That's going to make it first down and 20. Well, we gave you some scores around the half. There was a good game happening in Schertz between New Braunfels and Clemens again. That is essentially a playoff game. The winner of that is very much in the driver's seat for a playoff spot. And keep in mind, Clemens closes its season next week against rival Steele. So the Buffaloes don't win this one. Their backs are against the wall.
No doubt.
First and 20 from the 31. Adkins out of the pistol. Takes a snap, play fake, a screen for Dillon. Kind of cut to the outside and does. And takes the defender with him out of bounds across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Tyreek Adair. They'll give him the 38. It's good for about 7. Second and 13.
Josh Dillon continues to amaze when he catches the ball, how many yards after the catch he gets just by being purposeful about his moves.
Well, so many of the play designs for him are screens. So you look at his totals this season, 564 yards and 34 catches coming into the night. I would be curious to know what the yak number is there. Second and 13 with 3 wide for Atkins from his own 38. Pump fake, flushed out to his right. Adkins looking downfield, cuts his losses, takes the ball, and dives down to the 40-yard line, where he picks up about 2 to bring up third down and 11.
I thought Josh left the pocket a little early. I think he could have stepped up that time versus go outside and then be on the run, but I also didn't think very many guys were open down the field, and that's perhaps why he tried to get out of the pocket.
Third down, 11 to go. Rangers the ball at their own 40, leading 30-7 as we approach 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers on the way for the senior quarterback in New Mexico State. Verbal commit, takes a snap, deep ball to the far side. Martinez makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Tight ropes the sideline inside the 25 and down to the Rocket 22-yard line.
Well, I don't think Edwin Martinez will ever replace Woodard on the long passes. He still caught a lot of touchdown length passes and another big, almost a 40-yarder there.
38 yards on that play. So how about this? Twice in this third quarter, the Rangers faced with third down and long, and both times Adkins fires a deep ball complete. This offense on a roll right now. If you remember last week of the win against Canyon, that was all special teams and defense. Not much rhythm offensively. Different story tonight. Adkins calls his own number of first down, twisted inside the 20 to the 16 for 6. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
Second time we've seen that jet sweep fake and him go through the open hole on a trap situation with a pulling guard. And each time they've gotten 5 or more yards, so something we might see a lot more of if he's going to run the ball.
Look at the opposing sideline, Judson's. There is zero body language right now on that Rocket sideline. This team has not been faced with this kind of deficit or game all season long. 2nd and 4 from the Rocket 16, handoff to Dillon to his left of the 15, trying to cut it back inside the 10 and does, and has the first down near the 5, down at the 6-yard line, stopped by Corey Parks. 1st and goal coming up.
And what about the block on the corner by Cody McNair, who took out the only defender between Josh Dillon and a good gain, and that's a great job by the senior running back.
A lot of senior leadership out there right now, to include McNair, Adkins the quarterback, Dillon the receiver on that last play. Senior careers winding down. This is their final regular season home game in a Ranger uniform. 1st and goal from the 6, Adkins up the middle and bounces to his left inside the 5 and runs into the end zone for the touchdown. It looked like the Rockets had him dead to rights. Adkins found space and made the Rockets pay. 36-7 Smithson Valley.
And what's really remarkable about it, Brant, is he's been following Rude into the hole on some of those plays. That time Rude got stood up as a blocker. Josh ran into both the defender and Rude, and the defender just didn't wrap him up because he was stopped.
By the way, there's a Rocket slow to get up. And that's Stepler, the linebacker, one of their better players.
No doubt.
Either side of the ball. Finally underneath his own power, going back to the sideline, but noticeably limping.
You would guess as Josh was stopped that there were a lot of bodies kind of just all gnarled up together. And again, because no one stuck his arm out and wrapped him up, Josh was able to slip to the outside. And Atkins with a remarkable run in a situation where the nails are going into the coffin. You know, we haven't seen the final nail yet because there's still a lot of football to be played. But this is getting very dangerous to be in a one-sided game.
Well, you thought with that missed field goal at the end of the second quarter, Judson had that light at the end of the tunnel there. Glimmer of hope. PAT for Reed is good. But the Rangers have opened the third quarter and are slamming that door shut right now. So, Smithson Valley strikes again. 6:50 left, third quarter. Rangers 37, Rockets 7 on the Rangers Network. We're back in just a moment.
What gives? Oh, check it out. He's buffering. That's super annoying. He really ought to sign up for GVTC's internet service with SpeedSync. Up to 100 megabits download speed and up to 100 megabits upload speed too. That's fast. Finally, he'll stop buffering at the worst times.
Call GVTC today for SpeedSync internet service and say bye-bye to buffering. GVTC, just plain smart.
When he's done loading, this is going to be hilarious.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium. 37-7. Smithson Valley here with 6:50 left in the third quarter on the Rangers Network. 6-play drive and 59 yards. The Rangers took 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Drive ending with a Josh Adkins touchdown run. That touchdown run, by the way, here's the kickoff. Fielded at the goal line and a knee taken for a touchback. The touchdown by Adkins, his second rushing score tonight. Now, with 29 career rushing scores, no other Ranger quarterback in program history has more. The record is his.
And that's remarkable because 29 doesn't sound like a lot, except for the fact that you don't have many 4-year starters at quarterback or 3-year starters.
So here comes the Judson offense, a lot of work to do. 1st and 10 for the 25, inside handoff to McCormick, and it stood up at the 25-yard line, no gain. Sets up 2nd and 10 for an all of a sudden very moribund Judson offense.
Well, I'm guessing that's the defensive unit that's back on the benches getting hollered at pretty good by the coaches. And they didn't travel a lot of players on this one, probably less than 45.
Atkins, by the way, 65 yards rushing so far tonight. 2nd and 9 for the 26. Quarterback keeper Williams up the middle and twisting down from behind at the 28-yard line by Gibbons. Going to bring up 3rd down at about 7 to go. So Atkins with the 65 yards. He is now 24 yards shy of 1,000 in his career to go on top of those rushing touchdowns we mentioned a moment ago. All-time yardage leader in passing in a Ranger uniform and passing touchdowns. His name littered across the record books. 3rd and 7, snap back to Williams, pressured, runs left, and pushes the line up to the 31. That's all. A 3-yard gain. And Judson's offense quietly again, 3 and out.
You wonder, I'm looking at their offensive line, 240, 305, 250, 255, 280. Great size.
Yeah.
Just 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore starting. But this offensive line has not been pushing the Ranger defense at all and really getting any separation lanes for the running backs or the quarterback to run.
You know, we saw this happen last week, Tony, but we attributed some of that, all due respect to the Rangers defense, as a time that is called by Judson, to the fact that Canyon's offensive line, frankly, just wasn't very big or talented enough to, get protection against that Ranger front 7. Thought tonight to be a different story. Beyond the first drive, it really hasn't.
And I've been as much as anyone praising this defense and what I think has been remarkable play the last several weeks. And tonight, it's like I'm almost assuming they're going to play that well because they've done it for so many weeks in a row, and they're still blowing me away on what they're able to do against superior athletes who have made plays for the last 8 weeks because they're 7-1. And let's not forget, they're 7-1.
Can I hit the rewind button with you, Tony? I go back, 2nd drive of the game for Judson, leading 7-3. Williams overshot a wide-open Kevin Luster for a would-be touchdown. High snap with a punt, by the way, and McCormick gets it away, evades Rios, the oncoming rusher, and the punt rolls out of bounds near sideline at the 30. That's going to go down as a 34-yard punt with no return. If that ball is on target, Luster makes the catch and scores. It's a 14-3 game. The whole dynamic tonight probably is a lot different.
I don't think there's any doubt that was a huge play that you look back and you don't think about it, but they had a chance to start pulling away, if you will, in the first quarter.
So here comes Smithson Valley's offense. The Rangers 2 third-quarter possessions so far. 2 touchdowns. In front by 30, 5:02 left, third quarter.
That was a great punt by McCormick. In a problem situation, he ends up getting a great job of field position.
Atkins operates out of the pistol. Play fake, pass far side, caught by Woodard. Makes the man miss. 35, 40, far side. Inside of midfield, flag is down, however. Way back at the 36 as Woodard is forced out at the 47-yard line, and we'll check the flag.
Well, 2 different officials got it because there's 2 flags, and it both looks like it's on the receiver that was blocking for Woodard as he caught the ball.
Negates a great run-after catch by Woodard. Made the first defender miss out in space. So, you look back at coachable moments. If you're to assume the Rangers are to win this game, leading by 30 with about 17 minutes left to play in the game. One problem area for Smithson Valley has been holding penalties.
Tonight it's been huge. It's been critical in so many situations, yet you lead by 30. The score could be much bigger if not for a couple of, missed a first-half touchdown opportunity, and now that one to be in much better field position on this drive.
So Woodard stays in the game at offense. The Rangers don't use him a lot. I think a lot of that is saving him for the postseason. Lines up in the slot here and comes in motion on 1st and 15. Atkins on the keeper. To his right at the 26 for nothing. Going to bring up 3rd down, 14 to go.
Brown, another one of the big ones, is the junior at 265. And they've got some size. We've talked about it, but they've been pushed around a lot tonight by the Ranger offensive line. That time, Brown just made his way through and wrapped up Atkins.
Well, we said moments ago the Rangers 2 third-quarter possessions, 2 touchdowns. Both drives saw the Rangers convert 3rd down and long. 3rd and 14 here at their own 26. Atkins out of the pistol. Here's a blitz from the Rockets. Pass and a screen caught by Woodard. Flag is in. Woodard spun down at the 34-yard line. Only gains about 8 there as we check another flag.
I'm guessing it's another hold. But
whatever it is, has Coach Hill out a few steps. And it was illegal formation. Somebody didn't get set. By the way, is it just me or do the officials lose track of the downs here? Should be 3rd down.
Well, the
right
first
now.
play was marked off by a penalty.
Right. And then Atkins ran it to the right. Well, okay, well, I'll take an extra down.
Well, you got first down, and that was first down again after the hold.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So they didn't lose track. I lost
track. There was been 3 plays.
You can say it.
There have been 3 plays, and one of them was called back by penalty. Well, actually, 2 of them now have been called back by penalty.
You watch baseball every now and then, a player loses track of the outs. That's what happened to me right there. 2nd and 19. Atkins play fake, rears back and throws a deep ball for Woodard. The ball goes off his hands, incomplete.
He got his jersey pulled.
Boy, and
all the Ranger coaches are upset.
They are livid. The defensive back defending downfield was a dare and did not get caught with his hand in the cookie jar there. 3rd down and 19 now.
Oh, my. Just as Woodard pulled away, I'm telling you what, everybody in the stadium, the coaches saw it. He got his jersey pulled. I'm not sure it makes a difference whether or not he catches the ball.
Right.
But if you're going to call all these holds down here, you've got to call that one, and the officials definitely missed it.
And the Rangers have to call for time. Play clock winding down. That's their first of this half. They have 2 remaining. 3:13 remaining in the 3rd. 37-7, Smithson Valley.
There was your another 3rd down conversion if you get that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is now 3rd down coming up. So we mentioned the Rangers close things out on the road at New Braunfels next week. The Rockets are back home to end the regular season. They'll be taking on the Canyon Cougars. Speaking of Canyon, last update we got on them, they were up 21-0 against East Central. And right now, a close ball game in Church, 3rd quarter action. And New Braunfels and Clemens are deadlocked at 28. And a surprising score happening in Converse at Rutledge Stadium. Steele now on top of Wagner, 27-21, 3rd quarter.
Wagner led that one all the way up to 27-20. The Steele Knights the final touchdown score in that game.
3rd down, 19 to go. Rangers out of the timeout at their own 21-yard line. Woodard remains in formation. The secondary is playing 15 yards off. Snap back to Atkins. Looks left for Woodard. Steps up against the pressure. Atkins can run. 25, 30. Finally tracked down from behind at the 37-yard line. Good effort, but not good enough. Gains about 16 there and brings up 4th down.
It's remarkable that he even got close. I know that the Rangers won't consider it, but he took a very bad situation with some aggression, got 1 yard shy of a 1st down.
Well, he did give some more field position to the punter, Hilston,
yes.
And time running off the clock as well. Rangers some confusion here on the punt formation. The play clock is down to 10.
I think they were going to hurry and decided not to.
High snap. Hilston gets the punt away. End over end punt. No returners were back deep. Judson was thinking fake. Takes a Ranger roll inside the 15 and down at about the 12-yard line. 49-yard punt. No return. 2:18 left. 3rd quarter. And the Rockets again field position. They are just not getting it tonight.
And Michael Hilston, let's give him a lot of credit on a high snap. Didn't make great contact, but he got it end over end, that he got a great roll again. And the hidden yardage and field position, the Rangers have dominated it all night long.
Again, Judson's first drive, 4 plays at a touchdown. Smithson, a bunch of punts sandwiched around a critical pick 6 thrown by Julon Williams. from a zone 12 on first down. Out of the shotgun, play fake. Rangers aren't biting on that. Pass far side, caught on the run. Across the 15, forced out at around the 19-yard line. That was Melvin Thompson the catch. Good for about 7. Going to bring up 2nd and 3.
Strange coverage by the Rangers. It was an obvious screen as Jefferson went out to block, but 3 defenders all went with him.
2nd and 3. Williams to his right on the run. 30 across the 30-yard line, and finally wrapped up near the Ranger bench by Deaton at the 32. The first down for the Rockets, but I can't remember how long.
It's been a while for sure.
14-yard pickup, 1st and 10 at their own 33. 2 minutes left, third quarter. Rangers in front 37-7. 3 wide for Williams. Play fake, rolls out to his left, pressured, steps up. Pocket protection breaks down, flag is in. Pass is thrown away towards the far sideline. Penalty marker back at the 22. Holding this time against Judson. And kind of that Bronx cheer you can hear in the background at Smithson Valley.
As much as they're struggling, do you take the 10 yards to make it 1st and 20, or do you make it 2nd and 10? And obviously the favorite call is to take the yards because they haven't had many 10-yard 10 yards anything on offense.
Yeah, I think I'd go with this as well. So now the ball back at their own 23. Judson looking for anything on offense. Haven't had it in a long time. 3 wide for Williams. 1st and 20. His own 23. His own number again. And is dropped it around the 23-yard line. Trying to get wide, but Rangers having none of it. Josh Hansen the tackle. Sets up 2nd down and 20 to go. Final 100 seconds. Third quarter with the Rangers in front by 30.
I know I said this in the pregame show, but one of the things that's most remarkable is the amount of open field tackles their athletes are making.
2nd and 20, snap is back, pass far side is caught, and a nice block to the outside. Across the 30 goes the receiver to the 33 for 10-yard gain. Keith Jefferson, first catch of the game, brings up 3rd down and 10. I asked you, speaking of the pregame show, Tony, in the pregame, how do the Rangers repeat the performance against Williams they had against Frank Harris? For the most part, they've done that tonight. 3rd and 10, and right on cue. Julian Williams wrapped up at the 33, no gain. Zuber is there, coming off his big game against Canyon last week, along with Keeler. 4th and 10, and once again, Judson is punting.
And Zuber does get the credit for it, but credit Gibbons for running and cutting him, forcing him back inside to the defender. If not for the aggression of Jack Gibbons, that's not as easy of play.
Here's McCormick out to punt. A swing of the right leg, a wobbly punt behind Woodard. A Judson roll inside the 25 and down at the 20-yard line. So, 47-yard punt. No return, 38 seconds left, third quarter. Tony used the analogy earlier of nail in the coffin. Well, I think time is having to say something about that right now as well. You see the body language of Judson. I'm not getting the look of a football team prepared for a 30-point comeback and 12 minutes and change left.
I don't think there's any doubt that the life bench is definitely on the home side, because the guys in red and white just don't act like they want to play much more.
Here's Atkins from his zone 20 on first down. Operates out of the pistol. A handoff to McNair. And he fumbled the ball. That will help the Rockets' cause, and Judson's got the ball. And a correction, that was not McNair, that was Aiken on the carry, coughs it up for the second consecutive week. And Judson gets a big play on defense. They'll set up inside the red zone now, the Ranger 18.
Kind of surprising, because it looked like Caden Dix was the offensive lineman who was going to fall on it, but obviously he was not able to secure it down at the bottom of that pile.
7th lost fumble of the season for the Rangers. Remember, they lost 3 last week. Didn't come back to bite them as they won the game 35-3. First down for the 18, snap to Williams, handoff Jackson, cutting it back inside. Nice run. Nicks the tackle at the 11. 7-yard gain brings up 2nd and 3.
Obviously, the turnover has given them some life.
Hurry up offense, snap to Williams, handoff Jackson, no. Williams on the keeper. To his right, slips a tackle, turns a corner inside the 5, dives to the pylon, and he's in. Second touchdown tonight, Julon Williams. It's a 37-13 game.
Remarkable run by the junior quarterback that athletically is as athletic as any quarterback we see, but that time he used his flat-out speed to beat the defense to the corner.
39th career rushing touchdown for Williams, who, by the way, is only a junior. Here's the PAT, and the kick for Padilla is up. It splits the pipes, and with 3 seconds to go in the third, it's a 37-14 Ranger lead.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
It's time for football, and Red McCombs Ford is powering the Rangers to another successful season. So go Rangers and good luck from Red McCombs Ford, the truck capital of Texas, and SAFord.com.
Padilla puts the ball at the 40-yard line and splits the formation. It is a kickoff. Angle to Dillon at the 12, the 15 to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Gang tackled across the 45 and down to the Ranger 47-yard line. A 35-yard return by Dillon ends the third quarter. Smithson Valley still in control of the scoreboard. It's the Rangers 37, the Rockets 14. Start of the fourth quarter coming up on the Rangers Network.
Hey Rangers fans, have you joined the Rangers Network? If not, now's the time. It's easy and free to subscribe. Get your phones out. Text the word Rangers to 42828 to stay in touch with all the latest Rangers news. Want that again? Text the word Rangers to 42828. Go Rangers!
Carpooling with Coach. You're up early to coach those Rangers, and we're up early to make great smiles. What a great idea.
I agree. You guys do the driving. Gives me a little time to watch some game film.
You mind if we play a little bit of music this morning? Hey, Coach, that was so much fun. What time should we be here to pick you up?
About the time the Rangers wore red.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. Smithson Valley in front of Judson 37-14. And the football at their own 46 on first down. First play of the drive. Adkins looking to set up a screen. The Rockets snuff it out. Adkins dives up to the 46 for no gain. It's going to bring up second down and 10.
There haven't been a lot of those plays. The last one I remember is when Josh bootlegged to the right and all three defenders came in his face at late in the first half. That time there was a screen set up to the near side of the field, and three different defenders just ran in there and blew it up. Josh pulled it down before throwing it and ended up getting a safe no gain.
Go all the way back to Judson's first game of the season against Lake Travis. The Rockets were down 15 with 10 minutes to play. Came back to win the game, 35-28. Second and 10. Handoff McNair, flip it back to Dillon, to his left, a block from Atkins, inside of midfield. And finally, Dillon dropped at the Judson 45. A dare in the tackle for the Rockets, going to bring up third down at about 3 to go.
In film review, Josh Atkins will not get a lot of attaboys for that block, but what it did, it was contain the defender enough for Dillon to get inside of him and still make a successful gain.
3rd and 2, the Judson 46. Pistol for Atkins trying to get the Rockets to jump. They do not. As he looks back at the sidelines for the hand signals. Play clock under 10. Down to 4, and Coach Hill will have to call the timeout, and does, with 1 second left in the play clock. Rangers just 1 timeout left here in the second half.
And let's hope they don't need any more than that. But looked like a scenario there. They were looking at the offensive play call versus the defensive setup. And I think they wanted to change the play, but as you mentioned, the play clock was going down, and he just decided to burn a timeout. And on 3rd down, let's make sure we get a first down because, again, we talked about how critical this drive is.
Tony, I would think this would be an ideal spot for a play-action pass for the Rangers. Judson thinking run here, 3rd and short. Atkins has been good in the rollouts this season. You play fake it here, bootleg Atkins, see if you can find somebody open on a crossing route underneath.
Yeah, they've done so many, the Rangers have done so many different critical play calls that have all been unusual, that you'd expect something a little bit different. The thing I keep seeing more and more is the Rockets are selling out to certain situations with a lot of energy, and you'd have to see if you can catch them in that and keep them from making a big play defensively.
Out of the timeout, here comes Atkins to lead the offense. So far tonight, he's thrown 2 touchdown passes and has also run for 2 this evening as well. 3rd and 2 with the Judson 46. Here's motion from Dillon. Hand off to him. Slips a tackle. Gets a block. Inside the 45 and a first down at the Judson 39. What a block on the outside by Cody McNair. First down, Smithson Valley.
And the senior running back who had a great block earlier in the game simply takes the legs out of the defender and allows Dillon to get the first down.
So the Rangers keep the drive and the clock moving. Approaching 10 minutes to go in the game, nursing a 23-point lead. At the Judson 38, Dillon's had a big night tonight, by the way, without scoring. Snap to Atkins, handoff McNair, putting his head down and met by a rocket at the 38. No gain, going to bring up 2nd down and 10 to go. Popping out on the tackle, Kevin Wood for the Rockets. 2nd and 10.
Again, I believe it's Atkins is the only runner who's been able to run between the tackles tonight.
That's true.
None of the running backs have been successful.
And I do wonder, after fumbling the ball on the last drive, if Nick Aiken's going to get many more opportunities in this 4th quarter. Rangers a bit thin at running back right now. Year started with Jaden Deaton at tailback, seeing Indiana Hawes as well. Aiken is the 4th different starting running back this season. 2nd and 10, Atkins up the middle. Well timed there, Tony. Dives inside the 30 and darts up to the 29-yard line. Gain of 9 yards. Going to set up 3rd down and 1.
The offensive line continues to open up holes. That time it was a pull-in guard, it was Baumgartner, the left guard, who pulled into the hole and gave Atkins a good start to that great run.
We mentioned moments ago, Dillon a big night, 94 yards of offense. Doesn't factor in his special teams yardage either. So take that into consideration. Dillon around 150 yards in the night. 3rd and 1 at the Judson 29. Empty backfield here for Atkins. This has quarterback draw written all over it. It's exactly that. 2 is right and a first down. Into the 2nd level and chews up the Judson defense for about 6 more yards to the 24-yard line. First down, Rangers.
You see it. I saw it. Empty backfield has been a quarterback draw a lot tonight, and yet the defense didn't load up the middle of the field and gave him a chance to get the first down.
The Rangers still 24 yards shy of pay dirt, but this drive, more importantly, has so far eaten up over 3.5 minutes.
And that, you said it earlier, the clock is your enemy right now, or the clock is your friend right now. It's the enemy of the Rockets.
1st and 10 of the Judson 24. Snap to Atkins, quarterback keeper. Up the middle again, slices through, 15, 10, third time tonight. Josh Atkins finds the end zone. Touchdown, Smithson Valley. Nail, meat coffin.
And what blows my mind the most is I don't know that he could have got him, but Tyreek Adair quit when Josh got into the secondary. He had a beat on him, but because Josh has some speed, he did not pursue him inside the 10 for a possible tackle. I just think this Rocket team's in trouble.
PAT from Reed, the kick is up, it is good, and the Rangers are 8-17 away from a playoff berth. Your score, Smithson Valley 44, Judson 14 on the Rangers Network. We're back in just a moment.
I brought you here tonight to reveal our secret weapon, defense. It's a real game changer. When our men are tired and hungry and don't want to go home and cook, but they're starving for great food at a great price, we're gonna call the Delicious Double Wing.
You can't lose when your family calls the Delicious Double Wing and you stop by Chicken Express for our legendary chicken tenders and Chicken East sweet tea.
This is awesome. Who came up with this plan?
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium. The guns are up amongst the crowd here at Smithson Valley, and for good reason. Rangers well in front, 44-14, 8:17 left, fourth quarter. Coming off another touchdown run by Josh Atkins. Kickoff from Reed. Returnable from Morgan from the 3. Right to left of the 5 to the 10. Cutting it back inside 15 and forced back by Nix, the 15-yard line. So the Rockets start 85 yards in front of them, trailing by 30 points. Josh Atkins, by the way, after the 7-play, 44-yard drive, 3 minutes 43 seconds on the possession. 96 yards rushing for Atkins, 3 rushing touchdowns. Coming into the night, Atkins 3 rushing scores all season, 2 of them coming last week. The Rangers have not had a 100-yard rusher this season. Atkins is 4 yards shy of hitting that milestone.
It'd be interesting to see if he gets it, see what they do see if the Rockets can sustain a drive. The energy that they created with the touchdowns after the turnover has seemed to have disappeared.
And there's a new quarterback into the game now for Judson. The white flag has been waved by the visiting Rockets. The first snap of the game to Demarion Clark is fumbled, picks it up, and is slammed down by Zuber. At the 14-yard line, make it to 10, beg your pardon. Loss of 5, brings up second and 15.
Clark, another senior on this unit as a backup quarterback. Hasn't seen a lot of action this year, but he's getting a chance now for the final 8 minutes.
This is the 6th game he's appeared in, but a lot of that coming in garbage time. A lot of blowout wins for Judson. Their average margin of victory this season, scoring offensively 46 points per game. Low snap again. Clark again has nothing to do with it, or can't do anything with it, beg your pardon. Did he fumble the football? Rangers jump ball in the end zone. Officials marking it where? They're going to say that the quarterback, Clark, was down in the field of play, so it's not the Rangers' second defensive touchdown. They're going to say he was down at the 5 for progress, marked to an end there, brings up 3rd down and 20.
I'm not sure that was as bad a snap as it was just mishandling the snap, Brant. And they seem to be in total disarray as an offensive unit.
Again, Judson winning its games by an average of 27 points a ball game, and they're getting annihilated tonight. Low snap again. Clark takes the ball, rears back and throws. Deep ball, far side, caught across the 40. Nice catch to the 43-yard line. Or no, they're going to say hit the ground. Incomplete. A great effort, though, on the part of the Judson receiver to the far side. Pass was intended for Sean Richburg, and it brings up 4th down.
Mason Pierce on some good coverage there, Brad. He did get beat, but went up and kept an arm in the midst of the receiver's arms and kept the ball from being caught.
So, Judson punting again. And they'll do so from the end zone with Woodard awaiting to return at the Rocket 38-yard line. Snap to McCormick. Here's the punt. Wobbly punt. And rolls it out of bounds in front of Coach Hill. Let's see what they mark it out. Right at the 35-yard line. 30-yard punt. No return. 6:37 left. Rangers leading by 30. 44-14 Smithson Valley. By the way, we mentioned this rivalry between the two programs. Today, the 12th all-time meeting. A lot of those coming over the past 15 years. More on that note in a moment. First down for the Judson 35. Atkins out of the pistol. Rangers have had great field position all night. Handoff to McNair. Burrows up the right side of the 29-yard line for about 6 to bring up 2nd and 4. You would think a lot of close, intense battles. Not the case. Of the 12 prior meetings between these two, only 2 games decided by 7 points or less. A lot of blowouts as the Rangers change the entire unit on the field. Gone to the first teamers, into the game now the second team offense. So here's Hallam, the quarterback, taking over for the Rangers with under 6 minutes to go in the game. And Hallam, first play, is a handoff up the middle. Nice run to the 25-yard line by Saul Lara. Close to a first down, and he has it to move the chains. So I guess a 100-yard rusher streak will continue into New Braunfels next week as Atkins' night is done. Looking at some of the personnel out there, we see C.J. Medlin and Michael Hilston, a receiver for the Rangers. And we'll look up some other names in a moment. First down for the Judson 25. Snap to Hallam. Lara again to his right. Stiff arm doesn't do a whole lot. Drop to the 25-yard line for no gain. Cycling in for the Rangers, we see Connor Dunn on the offensive line, along with Cameron Livingston at wide receiver. Scott Welch getting some playing time out there as well. John Perales, Little U's fullback, into the game for the Rangers, who are faced with 2nd and 10 at the Judson 25-yard line. You're going to see a lot of seniors out here, as this is their final home game of the regular season in their careers. Snap to Hallam, up the middle. Hallam takes the defender with him to the 20-yard line. Make it the 21, good for 4 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 6.
If they were bringing in plays, they're now switching or bringing in offensive linemen with the play because they're switching 2 offensive linemen every set. What's interesting is I think how physical the Rangers' offensive line was a big difference in this game because they continued blocks well past the tackle a lot tonight, and I think the Rangers really imposed their will on the Rockets tonight.
Saw a big reception for Connor Dunn moments ago coming back to the sideline. 3rd down, Lara the carry, and is spun around and dropped at about the 19-yard line. Crawford the tackle for the Rockets. Sets up 4th down. Under 4 minutes to go, Rangers in front 44-14. They're going to improve to 6-2 in the season. And this now secures a winning season for Smithson Valley. The Rockets will fall to 7-2. 4th down and 4 to go. Offense stays on the field at the Judson 19. See Brandon Ramos, the senior receiver, flanked out wide to the right. Snap to Hallam, handoff up the middle to the 18-yard line. Short of the first down is Austin Moreno, another senior. And it is a turnover on downs for the Ranger offense.
But what a great opportunity for a bunch of guys, Brant, that we talk about all the time, that put in the effort all week long in practice, and yet they don't get many game minutes. A lot of different guys got some game minutes on that 4-play drive with them.
Well, same could be said here about the defense. We see Connor Donovan and Brady Chubb come in at corner for the Rangers. Jacob Johnson, Chandler Beam in at safety. McCracken in at linebacker for Smithson Valley. A new defensive line out there as well. Cornelius in at linebacker. First down, snap to the quarterback and a run play across the 20-25 and down about the 29-yard line. Nice run there from Joshua West. Good for Judson, first down. Jarrett Zillman comes in at linebacker for Smithson Valley. And it's 1st and 10 for Judson with about 2:45 to go in the game.
What's really interesting is most of the defensive starters are up on the edge of the sideline watching their teammates.
Snap to Clark, handoff to West, and a tackle made the 30-yard line, maybe a yard. Will bring up 2nd down and 9. You go back to the first district game of the season for the Rangers, a loss to Steele, put Smithson Valley 1-2, 2 consecutive losses to Steele and Round Rock. And not that anybody was panicking, but did think that maybe the Rangers would have a lot of work to do to get back to their level of play. Well, Tony, they have exceeded any expectations anybody had 2 months ago.
There's no doubt.
Clark on the 2nd down carry, spun around and dropped by Cornelius at the 32. With under 2 minutes to go, it's 3rd down and 8 to go.
Great job of all the Rangers that are playing right now to continue that pace defensively of rallying to the ball and making defensive big plays as they've really, after the one run by the Rockets, have shut everything else down.
Another name out there right now, Harrison Queel at safety. Rockets faced with 3rd down and 8. It has been a disaster on 3rd down for the Rockets tonight. They converted their first one back in their first drive. Since then, 0 for 8. 3rd and 8, snap to Clark. Hand off to West, and he fumbled it. Dove back on it, though, at the 30. Sets up 4th down. By the way, you do wonder with playoff seeding, because the Rangers are now in with the result of this game, will they and Judson be locked in the same division again as they were a year ago? Could we see a rematch about 6 weeks from now again?
It's a question that we'll have to wait and see.
Steele is in. Smithson Valley is in. Judson is in. One spot left between either Clemens or New Braunfels. Last update we got in that game, New Braunfels leading Clemens 35-28 as Judson calls for timeout with 52 seconds to play.
And if you're a Ranger fan, that means if New Braunfels wins tonight, they're a whole lot different opponent, at least in my mind.
Yeah.
You're going to face someone that's really playing for their life because now they have a chance for a playoff seed.
And New Braunfels, with that, if they do win, are not in, but they would be with a win over Smithson Valley.
Correct.
Or if Clemens were to lose to Steele. And while that is likely, it's not guaranteed. So New Braunfels will definitely be playing like it's a playoff game next Friday.
I think there's no doubt they will.
4th and 9, and Judson out to punt the ball away. High snap. Punt nearly blocked. One of the better punts of the night from McCormick. Fair caught at the 36-yard line by Rios. 47 seconds to go in the Rangers' home season. Final home game of the regular season here at Smithson Valley. It is possible the Rangers could host a playoff game. And remember, we're just 2 weeks out now from the postseason.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you put two teams together. The coaches can decide for a neutral field or flip for home and home. And you never know what the coaches are going to agree to today.
We understand Smithson Valley will be matched up with one of the schools from the north side, ISD in San Antonio. From the 37, snap to Hallam, up the middle himself, across the 40, nice run to the midfield logo and a first down. Gain of about 12 yards there to the 49-yard line, first down, Smithson Valley.
And because he gets a first down, they're going to have to run another play because it stopped the clock while the chains moved. If he had had a 9-yard run, that would have been the last play of the game.
There is a 7-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. So one more play should do it. Snap to Hallam, turns, hands to Lara, and Winesley decides not to risk losing the football, goes down to the 45-yard line, and that will do it. A game built between two powerhouses it is the Rangers who stand tall tonight. Final score from Smithson Valley, the Rangers 44, Judson 14. Post-game coverage coming up on the Rangers Network. We're back in just a moment.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by Security Bank, Ferris Orthodontics, GVTC, Wick Productions, HEB, Rangers Network, Chicken Express, Pizza Hut, Red McCombs Ford, and Smoky Moe's.
Now, Brandon, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's no big deal.
Bye, Dr. Bayless. That didn't hurt at all. Can I go pick from the treasure chest now?
Summerhill Dental is your Smithson Valley dentist. We're close by and we care.
Welcome back to Ranger Stadium on the Rangers Network. Final score tonight, Smithson Valley 44, Judson 14. Back to wrap things up here, and Tony, after a dynamite start for Judson, scoring on their fourth play of the game. Again, we thought we might be in for a big-time shootout tonight. The Ranger defense made sure that would not be the case. They shut this Judson offense, averaging well over 40 points per game, down.
And this is a defensive unit for the season now, has held opponents below 14 points a game. They hold another opponent to 14. Total defensive effort, and I think you look at third down conversions, the Rockets 1 of 10, the Rangers 9 of 14, and that's converting big plays and necessary opportunities to get points, and the Rangers did that tonight.
Meanwhile, Tony, big night for Josh Atkins, maybe considering the opponent, one of his best performances of the season. Ran for 3 touchdowns and 96 yards this evening. Throwing the football tonight, Atkins 14 of 20, 224, 2 more scores, both to Edwin Martinez. He was on top of his game.
There's no doubt about it. We've talked about Josh early in the season not being as crisp as I know he wanted to be as a senior, but slowly he's come into his own, and now in the next to last regular season game, probably his best performance of the season.
And in terms of the biggest moment of this game, you go back to the first quarter, Rangers down 7-3. Julon Williams in the end zone is hit by a Ranger defender, tries to get the ball out of his hands, and the ball goes high into the air, right into the waiting arms of Colt Fullen for a game-turning touchdown.
It was, and you mentioned it earlier, the pass he missed on the touchdown opportunity, a drive before that, and then the turnover. This game turned on a couple of plays in the first quarter, or it could have been a whole lot different.
So now the winning streak for the Rangers up to 5 in a row as they improved to 6-2 in the season, now 5-1 in 27 6A play, and the Rangers have officially punched their ticket to the postseason. 1 game left in the regular season. It's coming up next Friday as Smithson Valley heads on the road to take on New Braunfels. The game we'll have for you right here on the Rangers Network. I want to thank everybody on behalf of the Rangers Network and my broadcast partner, Tony Brubaker. I'm Brant Freeman saying once again the final score, Smithson Valley 44, Judson 14 from Ranger Stadium. Good night.
Welcome to the Rangers Network. 24-hour-a-day access to news, game replays, original shows, live game night radio coverage, and more on rangersnetwork.com. Watch every home and away game the day after, complete and the way only the Rangers Network can bring it to you. Never miss an episode of Inside Rangers Football. Listen to all the games live on your smartphone with our exclusive live scoring screen. Rangers Network is your media hub for everything Rangers. Be a part of Rangers Network.